So I'm just going to get straight into it. Fatmagic is a closet cheater. If you're watching this video, you've probably heard of him in some capacity, as he is a large TF-tuber with over 100,000 subscribers. I've previously accused him of cheating in a few other videos of mine, most prominently in this one, where I show a clip of him using the Huntsman and subsequently appearing to aim lock onto a pyro through the wall. A lot of people began to comment about this particular moment, which caught Fatmagic's ire. The last time someone accused him of cheating, Fatmagic attempted to publicly shame and ridicule the person by posting the link of the video on his Steam profile for his legion of child fans to ridicule the man into unlisting the video. It's quite ironic that he would do this, considering only a month before he made a video about not harassing others in his videos, but I guess it's only okay if he does it. In response to the influx of comments regarding the alleged aim lock in his video, Fatmagic would go on to post a community update, where he states he will release a video soon to embarrass those who accused him. This was followed by another post saying he was taking a short hiatus, leading to a 3-month gap in video uploads. Conveniently, this hiatus happened around the same time rumors started to spread of the update which happened in June, which many believed also came with an update to Valve's anti-cheat system. Why this is important is that he has told his viewers before that he stopped playing briefly in 2016, selling his inventory even. This coincides with the timeline of when Maxbox quit cheating, Sketchek faked his death, and the major VAC ban wave resulting in 90% of competitive snipers getting banned. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt that his absences conveniently at the time where rumors of VAC updates were spreading, and subsequent VAC ban waves, is simply another coincidence to add to the list. Back from his hiatus, on July 4th, he uploaded a video titled, "How to Aim Like an Aimbot," where he addresses the hacking accusations.
So there seems to be some guys out there who think they found definitive proof of me cheating. I caught them slipping up. I distinctly remember why I put that clip in. Thought process behind this clip is, wow, that lined up perfectly. That would be hilarious to fuck with some people. And no, he's not making excuses. It's so good that it worked. It worked so much later though. It took like more than a year. You guys got baited by me and probably by someone else. I think it's targeted. My guess is some genius guy looked at this and was like, oh, look, guys, he snapped to a pyro looking around a corner. He's cheating, guys. I don't know anything about shooters.
He claims, conveniently, that he remembered putting the clip in to specifically bait others into thinking he was cheating, which has to be the most pathetic excuse I have ever heard in my life. Any doubts I had previously that he wasn't cheating vanished instantly upon him uttering that absolute cope. I honestly would have believed him more if he said it was just a funny coincidence, not planned ahead of time so that 2 years into the future you can say you baited people with it. I always say in my videos exposing cheaters that ultimately it's the behaviors and egos of the accused that give them away, and that rings just as true for Fatmagic. Normal players who are accused of cheating do not act like this. They brush it off. They laugh it off. They pay it no mind more than it needs to. For Fatmagic, however, he now always feels the need to justify himself and ridicule those who make such accusations, knowing his infantile fan base will believe anything he says due to his sizable channel and reverence as a god of Team Fortress 2. The money and respect clearly gone to his head. Were 18 comments at the least, out of over 1,000, really enough to get you that upset at the slight possibility of being exposed as a closeted TF2 cheater, that instead of taking it humbly and ignoring it like a normal person, you decide to respond with that lame excuse? And did you really think I only had a single clip to use as evidence against you? Well, genius, I guess you got baited harder, as that was only the first thing I ever noticed as being simply suspicious. Originally, I had planned to do a deep dive and present all the instances I gathered across many of your videos, but I think you've done all the work for me in this one video. Let's take a look at the rest of the footage and point out more coincidences in his gameplay. I'm going to start with the most obvious clip in his video, the part at 740 where he headshots a spy, despite his crosshair being nowhere near the head hitbox.
Just checking. Notice how often I do 180s. Also, I don't know how the hell that hit. Like, what was that?
There is no way you're going to convince anyone with half a brain cell that this is a legitimate shot. You meekly try to play it off puzzlingly, asking how that registered as a headshot, but we both know why. You use silent aim. How are you trying to play this off as legit, seeing that huge gap between where you're aiming at the spy's hand and where the head hitbox is? Let me guess. This is just another coincidence, and leaving this clip in is yet another bait, right? This is disgraceful. Judging by the distance, it's safe to assume you have an aim field of view, or FOV, of about 5, a feature of cheat software such as Lamaubox, which allows users to dictate the range at which the aimbot will function. Combining the feature with a separate key binding, such as mouse 4 on computer mice which have multiple buttons, allows the user to activate the aimbot only within a specified range to make it appear less obvious than, say, a bot instantly turning 180 degrees and instantly headshotting you. Conversely, anything outside of that range will not be targeted. By using this feature in tandem with the feature named Silent Aim, which only affects the point of view of the user as it has been patched long ago, you can make ridiculous shots like the one Fatmagic just performed and play it off as, oh, it's just TF2 being funky. A convenient excuse, adding this to the seemingly endless list of coincidences.
Placement. Like, I'm gonna be a maniac. Like, you don't have to be, like, this thorough, to be honest.
In this clip, just a little before the last one, according to the hit sounds here, Fatmagic is landing multiple shots in succession of one another, despite at times not even having his crosshair on the enemy. These blood splatters indicate that damage is being applied to the target, despite his aim being nowhere near the body. This is confirmed by the damage number increasing over the enemy's head as he shoots along with the blood splatter. When he is adjusting his aim to follow the retreating player, visible blood splatters appear on the body indicating where the player was hit naturally. So how is he aiming off to the side, but still hitting the player? The answer is yet again silent aim, with an aim FOV of at least 5, as the range where his SMG is firing from falls within those parameters. Again, I don't see how anyone could believe this is legitimate. The next couple of clips are going to showcase use of a cheat feature known as TriggerBot, the functionality of which fires your gun automatically upon passing over the enemy player's hitbox, or a specific part of their body. Again, this feature can be toggled with use of a key binding, but the nature of this specific cheat is more difficult to spot. This clip, at 3:53 of the video, doesn't seem too out of the ordinary to the average viewer, but upon further inspection, you can tell that this shot was intended to hit the very edge of the soldier's head hitbox, if not blocked by the hitbox of the hand in front of it. You might say this piece of evidence is rather weak, to which I agree, which is why I am supplementing this part with multiple examples. As you can see by this clip, a mere 6 seconds after, at 3:59, his crosshair placement is at the absolute edge of the sniper's head hitbox, registering a headshot and killing the player. Never mind that he was aiming at him directly through the wall before, as that could be explained as simple situational awareness, map knowledge, and common enemy placement, indicating where the player would be standing in this face-off. That's not to say that Fatmagic couldn't be employing the use of ESP, or wall hacks as they are more commonly known, as a feature exists called anti-OBS, which allows the user to record gameplay footage without the cheat's overlay and features being seen in video recording software. A bit later, at 5:03 in the video, you can see his crosshair do a drive-by across the head, followed by some sort of little circle. I'm not sure what the purpose or thought process was in this moment to him doing that circular motion, as it only makes him appear more suspicious. He mentions earlier in the video that he micro-adjusts his aim, but if you're a good enough sniper, you should have the muscle memory to place your crosshair directly on someone's head, such as in this clip. Whew! Not swipe across their head, as Fatmagic does constantly. Here at the 10:36 mark, while he doesn't drive by the head like I explained in the last clip, the flick that he intends to show off here looks too unnatural to be legitimate. The semicircle motion contradicts what a good sniper player would do, which would be to move their crosshair in the quickest motion, which would provide the least amount of distance between point A and point B. These corrections, or micro-adjustments, as Fatmagic likes to refer to them as, are nothing more than excuses to hide the fact that he is utilizing a trigger bot to provide these shots in order to appear more legit than he actually is. While I have been thorough in my analysis of the evidence provided here, if it was only me providing my thoughts on these matters, it wouldn't make for a very strong argument against him. So my assistant Jaded Roses, a former TF2 cheater, who helped gather this information, also took the liberty of asking other well-known TF2 cheaters on their thoughts to the evidence she provided. Given that these people have many years of cheating experience, much like Maxbox did when he made his TF2 Spot the Hacker videos, I believe their insight is very relevant and valid to the matters at hand. Current cheater Jack and Jones points out that the Z pattern aiming Fatmagic consistently utilizes is a dead giveaway of aimbot or aim assistance, while also verifying the feature known as anti-OBS to mask a closet cheater's footage from recording the cheat's menu or features. When shown the clips before of the spy at 7:40 and the soldier at 5:03, current cheater Fraxinus expressed bewilderment at the evidence, agreeing that the clips viewed were of questionable gameplay. Side note, at 3:39 of Fatmagic's video, Fighting a Blatant Aimbot, a screen is showed where he asks his audience what the Franklinator 2011's message of Nitro marked, "I need a vaccinator medic, P silent" meant. Well, Fraxinus knows, as a Nitro user themselves, Nitro of course being a hack client for Team Fortress 2, and personally knowing the Nitro user featured in the video. He explains that it is a feature of Nitro which is able to detect cheating players enabling certain features, and in this case, it detected Fatmagic probably toggling on after dying so many times to the player, resulting in Nitro's detection of Fatmagic's cheat injection. Don't know how he's going to explain this one if I'm being honest. Current cheater Reupload initially gave a lukewarm agreement that Fatmagic is cheating when provided with the evidence. Then, upon further inspection of his own, he solidified his stance that Fatmagic was cheating based off the inconsistencies of the crosshair placement. He proposed different scenarios which could explain what was happening in the clip, but concluded that each scenario still pointed to Fatmagic cheating. Sniper main Strange Demo, when presented with the evidence, concludes that Fatmagic's gameplay in the previous clips was not legitimate, citing the exaggerated mouse movements and correction oddities, while also agreeing usage of silent aim and trigger bot was in effect. This video has gone on long enough, and I think I've made my point abundantly clear that he's cheating. Hopefully you found this video to be informative and have come to an understanding of my perspective through this in-depth analysis. Remember, this is all from just one video. Imagine what I have from the rest of his content library. When you have a majority of the cheating community believing you're a closet, that's a pretty bad look. And it only becomes more and more apparent that he's cheating in every new upload he makes. Through his own hubris did Fatmagic fall, and like Icarus, he simply flew too close to the sun. I'd like to conclude this video with one final message to Fatmagic. What's it like taking donations and charging people for autographs on their items under false pretenses? Have you no shame? Is the constant stroking of your inflated ego more important than having moral integrity? How can you sit there and lie to your thousands of fans for recognition and profit? You're a disgrace to yourself and all those who have looked up to you.